As you read in the title, I just landed another copywriting client without sending outreach. And just to give you context, this client is gonna pay me from $500 per project up to $3,000 per project. As you hear, is not per month, per project. And before I actually show you how I did it, so you can just replicate and do it, I need to be 100% transparent and honest with you. This video is not gonna be short. This video is not gonna be packed with dopamine just to keep you engaged. Like, if you cannot sit all the way through and watch this video until the end, I guess you don't deserve to be successful. You don't deserve to make it. And so, with that being said, this video is gonna be divided in 5 different categories, we could say, or 5 different sections. Number 1 is gonna be how it all happened, how this client actually found me, and it's not what you think. Number 2 is gonna be the copy that I had to send up front, because yes, I had to send copy up front. And in this section, I'm gonna explain how I used AI to do market research, because it was a niche I'd never written copy for before, and how I used AI to help me write the copy. And that's the key element. Then I'm gonna show you what happened after I send the copy. And I'm gonna show you live footage of the actual sales call that I hopped on with this client. And last, the result, what we actually agreed on the call and what happened after that actual phone call. Sit tight and get ready, because everything you're gonna see here is gonna blow your mind. So let's get started. Okay, so here's how that client actually found me, or how I found the client, whatever you want to call that. And as you already know, some of you already know, I'm in KJ's mentorship, and we run something called client competitions, right? So here it is. Here's the actual post or competition. There was a form, and basically I just clicked on the form. I had all the instructions, which I'm gonna show you. Here's the application, and right here at the bottom it said we had this like application assessment. I needed to write a sequence with 7 emails and an actual VSL with the instructions that were here. When you actually write them, then you just reply to more questions, and you would just put the information, whatever the question was asking, and that was pretty much it. I send that, and here's how I actually did the whole process. I'm actually going to do some market research from the beginning using ChatGPT. I'm going to show you the full process so you can just copy this. And just be aware that I'm going to be using AI, in this case ChatGPT and Claude, to help me write copy, but there's a catch. And you're going to see what that catch is. Guys, like, if you have money to invest, like $20 to invest, is gonna be so good for you, because like, dude, you're gonna save so much time. And also 4.0 is so good. Like, I've been using it a lot recently, and it's so good. Like, if you have $20 to spare, I would actually use it in ChatGPT, and you would not regret it. I promise you. If you're wondering which niche I'm gonna be writing copy in this case, it's gonna be, I believe it's gonna be traders, for my trading mentorship brand that sells sells and teaches sells the outcome of making 500 within 90 days, right here, within 90 days, without this. Needing a huge capital, or without it being too complicated. By the way, the next thing that I'm gonna do before I put all of this is I'm gonna look for this from Trade Next. So I guess it's fine if you guys can see this, because this is it seems to be like an extremely huge guy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Seems to be an extremely huge, like it seems to be an academy, honestly. Yeah. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open these two websites and I'm gonna open from web to PDF. I'm gonna open this. I'm gonna copy this right here. Boom. I'm gonna hit convert. I'm gonna get the next link ready. And I'm gonna take a look at this job post. Company run by Marcus Thompson. Is that the guy? Is it this guy? Aaron Morali. No, I don't think this is the right page, guys. Ugh. Marcus what? Marcus Thompson. Max Capital. What the fuck is this, guys? Okay, so I was looking for this specific thing, and the only trademarks that I was able to find was this one here, and nothing else. Supposedly, like by a Marcus guy, but like I couldn't find anything, and I'm not sure if this is made up because it says a scenario, so it might be like it might be fake. And so since this is fake, I'm going back to what I was doing. So I'm gonna download this one here, this file. I'm just gonna put like Trademax Academy. Yeah, there we go. Trademax Academy, and then I'm gonna put the about us. I just realized about something huge, and it is that by using this thing, like take a look at this, how it looks. Like you see this, like we have a lot of empty pages. So I suggest you download or add this tool called Go Full Page. It's a Chrome extension. And so you just click on it and then it's gonna open a page with like everything that that page has, and you have the option to download that as a PDF. So use that because like this specific web page is not working for me right now. So yeah, I would just go about that. And and so right now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make sure that everything looks good. Like as you can see, this one looks way better. And also this one right here, it looks completely good. And now I'm just gonna put this here. I'm gonna put this one here. I'll give it some time till it uploads, and then we'll take it from there. I run into this issue here. Like, take a look at this right here. No text could be extracted from this file. So we're gonna need to come up with a plan B, and I think it's just to copy the whole thing. See if it lets me do that. I don't like I'm not sure, honestly. Like I'm just gonna copy that, and I think I'm gonna make like a new file, a new document. I'm gonna see if I can paste all of this. Yeah, there we go. I think that's it. Now I'm just gonna put right here like about trade max about. I'm gonna download as a PDF. So trade max about one. There we go. Then I would just do the same thing with this one. Hopefully it's gonna work as well. Uh yeah, so trade max. Same thing here. File, download, PDF, trade max one. And now I'm just gonna import them right here. Trade max about and boom. I'm gonna send this, making sure that I'm in GPT 4.0. I send. It might take a while or it might not. So thanks for sharing both the PDF and screenshots. Okay, so we don't care about this at all. Okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is this. So I'm gonna copy this. I'm gonna do this, and I'm gonna look for the files that are in the actual document. So as you see, these are the document. It is research part one and then research part two. I have already uploaded them. And now I'm gonna, now I'm gonna, all right, so I'm gonna send this. Let's wait for this. Now, right here, it says full prompt for OpenAI. Again, I'm just gonna copy this and I'm gonna go to the beginning that sells the outcome. Be too complicated. Same thing right here for the that actually conducted research for the outcome of helping beginners make 200 within it in here with trading. There we go. Boom. I send this and let's wait for this full prompt. Okay, now that it's done, I'm gonna paste it here and I'm gonna click deep research and I'm gonna click this literally. I'm gonna send it again and let's wait for this. It might give me a few questions and then it's gonna ask me for this. So are are there any specific competitor brands or training courses you'd like us to analyze during the research? Ooh, that's pretty good. Do you want the document delivered in a specific format, Google Doc, or just a structured text file? Okay, so I'm just gonna go to Google, literally, and I'm gonna put right here, trading. Actually, I'm gonna put Trade Max. Yeah, so one there's a website called trademax.com. I think that's their trademaxacademy.com. Yeah, Trademax Academy, Trademax competitor one, competitor two, and then let's go like look for somebody else like trading, or even like let's go to YouTube because that's gonna be way better. And we're gonna put right here like trading or trading Here we go. We have this guy. Let's take a look at his trading master class. Okay. Okay, I like this. I like this bot beginner trading master class. I'm looking for a sales page. This is what I'm talking about. Yeah. I think this is what I'm talking about here. So learn to trade. Honestly, this is uh I mean that's not the best. Honestly. Review charting. Yeah, like I mean this guy, I'm not sure if he actually makes his money. So let's look at TJR. If you don't know who TJR is, you're probably living under a rock. So let's take a look at this. The blueprint. Okay, so I'm gonna sign up for something here. Oh, no, never mind. Oh, you know that it is tough whenever you cannot find a good sales page.
All right, let's jump right into this.
So what about his mentorship? No, that's literally it. My broker, my free course. Uh, I don't like any of this, honestly. So I'm just gonna stick with this one. Again, I'm gonna download this one here. I'm gonna download as a PDF. So trading, and I'm gonna upload this here. I attached a PDF. Number two, do you want the document just a structured text file? Like as you see, we had an issue with this. So I'm gonna try to use like web to PDF thing. Ah, never mind. I'm just gonna copy this and see if maybe stretch keep it global, preferably in the United States. I'm just giving you that as a competitor, but I don't want you to focus on India. Okay, so there we go. Let's send this. It's gonna take a while, most likely. So you see it says starting research. I'll give it some time and then I'll come back once this is finished. And yeah. Okay, guys, take a look at this. It's done. And you see this? Like it was researching on Reddit. It was researching on more Reddit, more Reddit, more Reddit, different forums, also Trustpilot. I'm just gonna copy that. Boom. Now, what I'm gonna do with this is, hold on, I'm gonna download again as a PDF. So it's got now everything that I wanted here. Now I'm gonna paste this. I'm gonna ask for a prompt. I'm sorry, I'm gonna ask the AI to write emails for me, and then I'm gonna ask it to write the actual VSL. Okay, so I think we should go with the VSL first. I'm not actually sure. I think I'm going with. I want you to please. I want you to please write a 5 email sequence using all the information around the coaching program about my product that I'm gonna come all the way up here again. So right here, what I'm gonna do right now is change, like give it the instruction of the emails that I wanted to write. I want you to follow the following order. Email one. Mm, oh, this is actually pretty good. This is good because I'm used to making this for like from an actual lead magnet. When you're creating each email, make sure that the last email is the hard sell using the mechanism of, and right here I'm going to put the mechanism. For now, just write the first email. I'll approve it. Then I'll tell you write the second email and so on. Go ahead. All right, let's see what it actually is gonna write. Okay, I don't like this because it's too short. So I don't like this email at all because it's lacking storytelling and also it doesn't feel like a plus copywriter wrote this. Here's the framework that I want you to follow to write this email. One, external problem. Start in the customer bubble. Start with something traders experience on a day-to-day basis that that makes them one with a problem that day-to-day traders experience. All right, let's see how this is gonna perform. Now I'm feeding it some of my emails, by the way, so it kind of understands what I'm trying to tell it to write. And also, I'm just gonna put one of the emails that I recently wrote right here. Okay, I really like this. So a few things that I realized right now is that we need to put some work right here, especially in the subject line. Like when most beginners lose money, that's like too vague. This is gonna take me such a long time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna brainstorm. I'm gonna try to get the first draft together, or hopefully the next seven, like 3 emails, 4 more emails. I'll do that. I'll come back and I'll show you and kind of break down what I've done, so you have an idea of what I've been doing and how you can also do the same in case you want to apply everything. But yeah, so I'll just try to do that. Probably you're gonna see me tomorrow, or who knows. It is the next day, but take a look at this. I already have 2 variations for every single email. And by the way, I simply, as you already know, I was using ChatGPT to write the emails for me, and then I just pasted those emails into Claude. And so I have the variation from ChatGPT, and then I have the version from Claude, and it's simple as I fit a few extra things because I wanted it to give me even better results. So let me see if I can find it. If not, if not, I'll just tell you exactly what I did. So I don't know where it is, but let me try to find this because this is extremely important and this is gonna make the difference, honestly. So take a look at this. I added this PDF. These are some bucket brigade words that are gonna help with the reading, so it looks like more flawless, and also just to make it like if a real person actually wrote that. And before that, I just said this: before we continue writing emails, I want you to keep this present so you apply it to the upcoming emails. When I say apply, I mean overcome objections this ICP has and target those dreams, desires, and goals they also have. And this is exactly what they want, or this is the ICP, and then I just fed the brigade words, and that's it. I started pasting more emails from from the ChatGPT version, and as you see, I have email one, and I literally added this comment in email one because I want to make this clear, and the more information you can put, like, it makes you look like you know what you're talking about, the better it's gonna be. So I said, since this is the first email, it won't be sent after a lead magnet opt-in. Uh, After a lead magnet opt-in, there's no need to schedule. But if for some reason you decided to send this after an opt-in, I recommend sending it with the first 5 minutes after submission. And so I also created this tab that says open the little tab icon on the top left to see the full email sequence, just in case they don't have it open. So just to give them, like, you always have to stupefy everything every single time. I also took a screenshot of what that icon looks like when it's minimized like this, just to make it easier. And right here, if we actually go back to the job posting, it says launch a 7-day email sequence, right? So I said, before you open the tab, I want to clarify this. I know you asked for a 7 email sequence, but based on experience, 5 emails is the sweet spot. The fewer emails it takes you to overcome its readers' objections and build trust with the audience to make the sell, the better. I'm aware I'm running a risk by writing 5 emails instead of 7 as instructed, but no risk, no win. Still, I'm extremely confident this email sequence outperforms every 7 email sequence any day. With that being said, let's get started. Again, I love the same thing right here. So now again, I just copied this. I made two variations of it. One is ChatGPT, another one is Claude. Same thing here. First ChatGPT, second is Claude. Then third is the same thing. First is ChatGPT's, second is Claude's. Same thing here, ChatGPT's, and the second one is Claude's. And by the way, it's the same email, just different variations. So this one here and another one here. And when I say variations, it's just like the way that it's written. And oh, by the way, make sure you always remove this if you're sending this to a client, because you don't want them to notice that you actually use AI, because like it's not good. Okay. So like take a look at the subject line. You'll either hate me or thank me. And take a look at this one right here. Last chance to escape your salary prison. Like, you see how different that is. So you have to come up with different angles, different subject lines, and then you just trust your gut and you go with whatever you think is going to work. Also, you can just ask ChatGPT. Later on, I'm going to do that. I'm going to create a new chat, or maybe even in this chat, I'm going to say, like, hey, which subject line do you think could work best based on the previous market research that we conducted? And it's going to tell me, and I'm going to trust it. And so the reason I'm going to trust it is because we already did an extensive market research, and I'll still, even though I'm gonna trust it, I'm gonna copy chief it to make sure that we're not gonna let it slide or we're gonna make any mistakes here. Okay, so I'm just gonna go over the emails. I'm gonna make sure that I put my own human twist into the copy. I'm going to do the same thing for every single email. And at the end of that, I'm just going to stay with one single variation. That's going to be like the final decision I'm gonna take, and then I'm just gonna leave only one email per per email. So if I says email one, instead of having two options, I'm just only gonna leave one of them again for all the emails. Once I'm done with that, I'm gonna start writing the VSL, or well, I'm gonna ask Claude to write it for me, as it says right here. You're writing a VSL for a crypto wealth builder. So I only need to write the first 8 to 10 minutes, hook, credibility, problem, and agitation. But I'm gonna go over that a little bit more and kind of like make it longer. Just because they say this, it doesn't mean you should do it. Like the more you do, the better, especially when you're trying to prove your how good you are. So yeah, I'll just do that, and I'll let you know. I'll see you around. Just to give you context, I finished writing everything, including the actual copy, VSL copy. I improved all the emails. And by the way, I'm just gonna, you can just pause this if you want to read it. By the way, I'm not gonna take a lot of your time here. So you can just pause that, read it, and see how I basically wrote this. And same thing with all of them. There you go. There you go. There you go. Number three. There you go. There you go. There you go. And there you go. There we go. Email four, same thing. Just in case you want to read that. Boom, 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 boom. There we go. Then hard sell, last email. Boom, boom, boom. That's it. And here's the VSL copy, by the way, just in case you want to pause and read that as well. So there we go. Boom. There we go. Boom. There we go. Boom. And there we go. Boom. And plus, boom. Okay, so this right here, this is not the usual framework that I follow whenever I write VSLs. But that's what was in the application form. It said right here to write the VSL using the hook credibility, problem in the identification plus agitation. And that's exactly what I put right here, hook. So it's easier to identify for whoever it is that send this form. And there we go, credibility, problem identification, and agitation. So just to give you context how I did this, it was, I'm not gonna say that it was easy, because it was not. You guys already know that I didn't write copy on this niche before. So what I had to do was I had to feed it like from ChatGPT to Claude, and from Claude to ChatGPT many times until it actually made sense. And I also had to ask ChatGPT to give me like 3 or 5 different leading copy or hook copy. And then I would just take a look at each one of them, see which one I like the most. And again, you can only do this if you're actually good at writing copy. I took one, I read it, then I repeated the same process for every single piece of copy, or for every single variation, or like angle that ChatGPT gave me, and then I just like merged them all myself. And that's the key. You have to do it yourself, because then you're the only person who knows if this is good or not. And this is how I came up with all of this. And just to give you some advice, whenever you write every VSL copy, or just any copy in general, remember that the job of copy is, number one, to make the reader read whatever it is that you write, but number two, make them read the full thing, and number three, just like keep them engaged during the whole copy. And for you to be able to do that, you have to open loops consistently. And this is one of the best rules that I could have learned whenever I believe this was from Pen to Profit, from Eamon Gadgey's copywriting course. And it is that you shouldn't open two loops at the same time, because you're gonna lose people's attention. You should only keep one loop at a time, and then the moment you close it, you need to open another one. So let me tell you exactly what I mean by that. So as you see right here, if you miss Bitcoin at 100, and you said the next time I'll be ready, then this is the moment you're waiting for. Okay, why? Again, I'm starting the customer bubble. Then you say why you're saying this. Okay, because I'm gonna walk you through the exact formula. And here's where you have to use these words: formula, system, because that's gonna intrigue people. They're gonna be like, "What's that formula? I want to know." So he turned 10K into 600. Okay, in just 18 months, with no trading bots, no meme coins, no Discord pump groups. Again, all of the things that people do on a daily basis, and so then you just, by you saying this, people are now saying like, how the hell they doing, and what is that formula he used? I need to know. Then I just say what people actually believe is gonna be like, this wasn't luck or this wasn't hype, because most people think that trading is luck or is hype, or that they actually have to rug pull somebody, but that's not true. And then I say like, hey, and I teached, or I taught, I'm sorry, I taught 500 other people how to use the exact strategy, so they, again, they don't think this is luck. And now we go with the credibility, why I'm saying the things that I'm saying, personal story here. And then we go with the problem identification, which is the things that they're doing that are wrong, and why doing those things like is keeping them stuck, broke, whatever it is. And then I just go right here where it says like, okay, you want to know what that formula is that I've been teasing. And again, I'm not revealing anything yet, I'm just keeping people, it's like you're a drug dealer and you're giving more drug to your readers, and the more they read, the more they want to know what that formula is. And even though at the end I say like, okay, do you want to know what the formula is? And then I say, but first let me tell you what it is not. Then again, same thing. And at the end I said, okay, so if that's what you want, if you actually want to know that, then keep watching, because what I'm about to show you could be the most important shift in your financial life. And boom, there we go. So I didn't finish writing the rest of the copy because like it was only advised to write this. And right here, you are running a huge risk if you just do what they actually tell you to do. And it is that usually the more you give, the more you over deliver, the better, because most people are not willing to do that. But also, that's where you actually need to know your value as a copywriter, and you have to be a realist, and you have to know like, okay, I suck at writing copy, or I'm good at writing copy. And if you're good at writing copy, then giving only this much is actually beneficial, because then people are, again, they want more of your copy because you're good at writing copy, and then you just achieved the actual thing. But again, if you're not a good copywriter, I suggest you get good first, because it doesn't matter how much you ever deliver. If it's trash, nobody's gonna care. Okay, it's just like you having a lot of trash in the kitchen, and then putting more trash. Like whoever gets into your house and at the in the kitchen, they're never gonna say like, wow, you have this much trash here, wow, you're so cool. No, the more you have, the worse. Okay, so same thing with copy. I know it's a weird analogy, but yeah. And so what I did with this is I submitted the application, by the way, and and this is what happened. Okay, the actual person, and I'm gonna be blurring all of his information, so you guys do not go and reach out to him, because I know you will. So I say he added me, and the moment he added, well, he requested to, he sent me his friend request. So I accepted, and so I immediately followed up with, "Hey, name, how you doing? It is nice to connect." Right? So they know that I actually know who they are, and also so they don't forget to speak to you. Then he said, "Hey, Andres, likewise, hope you're great. Saw your application for the copywriter position. Interested to hear more." I said, like, "I'm doing great, thanks. I'm absolutely interested to hear more about the whole thing." I said, I read the full application too. What are the next steps? And as you can see, take a look at the time: 7:19 a.m., 12:32 noon, 12:40 noon. Then he didn't say anything else. And here's where you have to be extremely patient. You cannot be impatient. You cannot let them see you as somebody who's desperate. So just keep it chill. I just said, okay, I'm gonna wait. If he doesn't reply by 8 p.m. today, I'm gonna send a follow up. So you have to be patient, but still you have to follow up with, of course, decent time frames, so you don't look desperate. It's the same thing as like if you're a woman. Actually, like if you're a woman or if you're talking to a woman, I'm sorry, that's what I try to say. If the more you text them at the beginning, the less attention they're gonna give you, and the less they're gonna like it because you sound desperate. It's the same thing with clients. It's almost the same thing. So, as you can see, he replied to me today. Hey, awesome. Are you open for a call today? And I said, yeah, like yeah, let's do it. He sent me a link. I opened the link and we just joined on a call, and I'm gonna play the video recording right here, honestly. And then he asked me to submit again the same form. I guess he wanted to look at it again, and that's pretty much the whole shebang, right? And yeah, so that's why you have to be good. And again, I got a client. This is a $500 per project client. Just to start, it's gonna be one client. Then the more like if I show results, which I'm gonna do, then I'm pretty sure and confident I'm gonna get more clients, and I could potentially scale this to 3K, 4K, 5K, or even 6K a month. And also a potential 1% rev share. So I mean, it's not a lot, but also it's better than nothing. So that's how I got again another client without outreach. As you already know, I got this client through the mentorship, KJ's mentorship, by the way. And we have client competitions. Whoever's good gets the client. And that's the way it is. So if you still believe that you don't need to be good at writing copy, then let me tell you, you're wrong. You're wrong. You're wrong. And go ahead and get good at writing copy first. And yeah, so I'll leave you with the video of the meeting, and that's it.
Yeah, doing well. Saturday, but
Yeah.
work never stops.
Yeah, that's the way it is.
Awesome.
So how you doing?
Yeah, doing great. Where are you calling in from exactly? From Colombia,
Yeah,
correct?
Bogota, the
Hmm.
capital city.
Yeah, nice,
Nice to
cool.
meet you, by the way.
Yeah, likewise as well. I was curious more about your specific experience. I know that you mentioned you worked with owner Arnes.
Yeah.
Are you currently working with him, or it was more like project
No,
based?
it was a project. I could say we were together for like 4 or 5 months, but that was last year. That he was one of my first trial clients. Like he just gave me the chance to get experience. And so it wasn't like it was absolutely for free. I just wanted to get the experience. And so basically, as I said, it was I don't remember exactly. It was like from 3 to 4 months. So just to
Mm-hmm.
give you context of what I was doing for him, I was writing his emails. I was scheduling or automating his emails through Active Campaign. I was building his sales pages, his VSLs. I was doing everything through Click Funnels, not through Funnels. I'm sorry. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and and that was pretty much everything I did for him, like from writing scripts, VSL, sales pages, building, automating, everything. And so, yeah, I don't know if you saw the case study, but I got him around like 49 something appointments. So that was a 2.5K offer. So I want to say that at least I got him like close to 100K.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool. Since also plan would be email sequences, a bit of landing page copy, but primarily it's like a trading offer for a
Hmm.
client. I'll speak with him tomorrow to confirm all of the details as well. For this project, I have like a budget of $500, but I'm also thinking like a bit of a revenue share deal, like maybe 0.5%, 1%, like some sort of performance based for you. Like if it does well specifically for copy, because the offer we would plan to do like 100K launch in 30 days.
Yep.
So email would be important, also a bit of copy. It will be via Go High Level.
Hmm.
So I'm thinking like adding maybe 0.5%, 1%, 1.5%, like some sort of um, performance base, just like for incentivizing. That I'll think do, but as a basis, I think yeah, 500 would be the budget, and then performance base. How does that sound to you?
I'm down for it. Honestly, like I care more about the long-lasting relationships than money at this point. So
Okay.
definitely that's something I'm willing to do. And I like the rev share idea.
Cool. Awesome. Yeah, because I mean, like AI stuff like that, copywriting, like people say it's like not that important, but you still need to. You can't just copy paste everything from AI. Write them
Yeah,
a bit. I'm not against AI. Like it does like 70 to 80% of the job. But for some reason, for some cases, you also need the human touch as well. Okay. Awesome, man. Great speaking with you. I'll keep
same.
you updated and let me know if you have questions inside the Discord.
I
Okay.
will. I will. Thanks for your time, by the way.
Have a
Peace.
great
Thank
day.
you, bro.
Peace out.
Yo, guys, I think I actually closed the client, or well, we agreed that I'm gonna be working with him.